guys. Get them in the weight room, get their weight up, work on the technique, the fundamentals, and they all work so well together. They're so well coached up front, and no different this year with this unit.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Handoff for Frazier. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Trying play action. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quarterback gets the first down. At the 45 on its way. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Man, you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw at Stockton. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quick completion to the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 20.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running inside, it's Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll go right back to the run. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Trying to run, it's Frazier. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass-happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of a field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Texas offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the 2nd level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the 2nd level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the 2nd level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They go play action with Manning. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
22. Sweep. Booster.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Right down the middle. Got his man on the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Arch is going to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. Goes high to pull it in.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Lacey. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On the left side, here's Coleman. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Might be changing the route. Here's Arch to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Fit it in the window for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The keeper on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense
makes the catch, and he's free. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Here's a gift to Frazier. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Might as well stick with him. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. He's going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Arch Madness. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. The give on the counter. Got a little grass. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Grabbed in the middle. It's Humphreys. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. To throw, Manning. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's Manning. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Manning from the gun on third down. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Great job on the safety there. And how about the D tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one.
Both men going for the ball, and it's intercepted.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions are not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done, too.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The run inside. It smothers. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay...
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Stockton. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up for the completion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Georgia lining up to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Keeping it on the ground inside. It smothers. Good gain there. Picks up the 1st down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Manning on play action. Trying to get behind the defense. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Manning with a play fake. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.